Hello, everyone.
That way. Nobody knows him. Once he leaves, he's kind of fucked. These people, they get KCI. These people, bro.
NVIDIA today announced its RTX 50 series Blackwell GPUs. The Blackwell architecture now comes to consumer products, but it also had an additional important announcement.
Do you like my jacket?
I got you.
And a stove right here. Now, the appliances I don't fuck up. There you go. Perfect.
Electric stove is crazy.
I know how to use it.
That just sucks, though.
It's in Japanese, though.
It's an induction. What do they call it? I don't know.
Electric stove?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Is this the fucking switch panel? Such a weird switch panel. Just have it open like that.
So, okay. So do you guys have? Check. 1, 2, 3.
There's a Wi-Fi QR code right there.
The Wi-Fi is pretty trash.
Can we get ones in the chat if we're good?
As in, if too many streams are on it, the Wi-Fi is definitely gonna crash.
You know what's wrong with my other teammates?
What's wrong with the other teammates?
They don't realize there's another 100 days and it's too early to burn bridges.
Don't you have a new teammate coming soon?
We've got heaps of team. Oh well, there's a guy called Louis X. He's a streamer from Sydney. Yeah, you know the store owner who does corporal punishment. Yeah, he fights his own crimes. But
My legs are itchy after that onsen. Why is that? I'm like itching everywhere.
Did you wash up?
No.
Wash up.
Were these there beforehand?
Just have a shower with soap and just dry.
Was that all there beforehand?
I think these are shaving bumps.
My legs are a little bit itchy.
My legs are like.
It's because of the heat of the water.
Dude, the fucking X button is not working.
Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
He must have been on this side of the tunnel. Sam must be on the other side. Okay. Turn on the heater in here. We got a fucking arcade. Play for free. Fucking Pong. Fucking Death Crimson. Never heard of that shit. Fucking Hungry Alligators. Oh man. Foosball. And the fucking drum. The do I need? I mean, giving tasks to the others sounds like a good idea, but I don't. What else do we seriously need? I don't want to sleep. They have to sleep like not to sleep. I don't know. I told you earlier. I didn't see any showers here. Girls. All right.
Benny Mac is how old and how long has he been streaming for and has achieved what? Just wrap it up and go home, Benny Mac.
If somebody, okay, I mean, if somebody can bring a girl over, they come. But it has to be a moderately attractive girl, not a disgusting creature. And it's for ABZ, not for me. I don't know if you're gonna put the heater on. Freezing. What are these? Fucking lanterns? Why? What is the point? Literally, what is the point of this? It's like when we go for our walk, we can walk around with these lanterns in the dark. That's I know. It's like, what is it? This must be like aesthetic or something. Literally, what is the point of this? Dude, not even that bright. X. In fact, let me use it. I'm gonna go look for the foot bath. Oh, they have a fire mode. Okay. Hold on. Where's this foot bath at? Yeah, hold on. Let me put my jacket on.
Apparently Gagan's trying to come with a chicken and a sandwich, but I didn't give him the idea.
It is freezing. I need a jacket. It's fucking so cold out there.
Ice, you still got a great body, man. You should lift a little to gain some mass CUH.
I know. I just don't eat enough calories, so it's hard to gain that mass. But I appreciate it. This is my room. I'm taking control of this room. Is this the bed?
Paul, I want you to fuck those old radioactive, yummy pussy. I want you to ooze, not squirt, know what I'm saying.
That's not bad. What is this? This one's thicker. I think I put this thing down, and I put the white thing on top. I think, right? I don't know how Japanese beds work. You?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put the brown thing on top of the white thing.
No. Brown thing first.
Yeah, the brown first, then the white thing. Man, you motherfucking Japanese are so weird. Why don't you just have normal ass beds? A bed frame.
It's like a basically mattress.
Man, come on, dude. King size bed, bed frame. You know, like what the? Yeah.
So basically that's it.
this shit. What the hell? Bro, first of all, look. Look above you. Like, no. I won't even sleep at all. Yeah, just the other room's way better. Yeah, and then this. Alright. Well, that's annoying. There's only... Not that they locked the toilet. Okay. Same with the doors. Like, why the... Like, bro, Japanese, like, what's up? Like, all this technology and you can't get a real door? Like, kind of cool. Opens all the way. Like, it's kind of cool. But, like, bro, a normal door would be better. And, like, you know, because they also block sound. This shit doesn't block no sound. It's fucking paper. Turn this on as well. Let this shit just get fucking hot. There you go. Alright, my room is set up and prepared for when I sleep. Before I turn it off. Nice and cozy. Is it long enough for me? Oh yeah, this one's actually long enough for me. The other one was fucking too short. My knees were hanging off the fucking on the hard floor. This one's actually nice and this is like a king size mattress. Oh, right in front of the heater too. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh yeah, the aesthetic is nice in here. The aesthetic is nice. Oh, you can't even open it from the outside because there's no handle. Interesting. Interesting. That's a good design. I like that. Where's his foot bath? Where's the foot bath at? Huh? My fucking feet are freezing. I need to get my shoes on. Oh shit! That scared the fuck out of me. Oh hell no!
Invite the Indians and have challenges for them to replace Benny. The content overload will be history.
ABZ. Oh no, dude. God damn it. there. Wait. Private about what? You know that a girl. We need a girl. You guys know the drill. You get a girl, and then you're good. Bring a girl here. No, I'm doing you guys a favor. It's content. It's got to be a good-looking girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a nice place. It's a nice place. You better find a girl. That Scots and Carry walk is kind of crazy. It's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. My feet are frozen. Oh, okay. You set up the table and everything. What is this? What is this? Oh, air freshener? Oh yeah, I'll get some drinks.
So yeah, this looks fucking fast. So we kind of need people at the table, and I'll bring it over hot. Understand?
All right.
So I mean, I can start when you guys want to start.
ABZ doing exercise.
Is it?
Very good exercise.
They only have 4 options.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing the fucking the thing there.
Hey, yo.
Who's watching?
What the fuck?
I just can't believe how you're jiggling. Oh no, you really are Homer Simpson.
You know what, ABZ? I like what you're doing there. And
No, this is like your DJ Cal. Another one. Oh man, you're kind of fat too, Benny.
but look at that hog. Jiggle.
Oh, my arms cracked it up. It's working.
We need Hube on there too. Yeah, Hube, go on with ABZ.
My tits are kind of
It's gonna break.
Right.
Yeah.
Say it. I really do that.
It actually hurts. Like it hurts. I feel
It's supposed to feel good.
Because it's burning your calories. Wait, dude, they have a fucking disco system. Bro, look, they have a disco system. How do we gotta, hold on. I think we gotta turn it on over here. How do we turn those disco lights on? Oh.
Probably if you connect it to this machine, karaoke machine.
Well, I don't speak Japanese. I don't read Japanese, so I guess you can figure that out. No, they're not cameras. They're lights. There's a fucking disco ball in here. We gotta get the disco lights on.
What is this going?
Dude, look, these things are lights. They're laser lights, and this is a fucking disco ball. There's a button or something. These are all laser lights. It's got to be attached. It's got to be attached.
There's the disco ball.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, disco ball's turning.
How about here?
Nice, but we need to turn on the lasers.
This one.
Okay, well, I've got the disco ball. Let's turn off the
Oh, here.
There's the disco ball.
Okay. Okay. Wait.
There's a switchboard out here. Okay.
This I feel like it's supposed to be on the attached.
Oh, look, you just plug them in. There's little plugs in them.
Okay, oh, it's already prepared.
Alright, is that on?
I want a disco ball in my house. I'm buying one. I'm buying a disco ball in my house. That's fucking sick.
I got a better job.
How do we turn the lasers on?
There's a little lockbox here. There's this one, right? So, that one.
Rate ice for content.
I just want you all to hear it.
These are the last humans. No, that's what I'm saying. We have to woo them right now.
What is that?
Oh, it's outfit filter.
Yeah, put that back. Don't enter. Okay.
Oh, you can turn these. Whoa. Okay, so this one has got like a moving go-go on the front of it. This thing here. See that? That moves. So there might be just like a little switch somewhere. Whoa, fuck.
We need music. I mean, we have a karaoke system that have music. We just want to get the lights on first. I don't know how to turn these fucking lights on. Let the lasers on. Not those lights, the lasers.
There's laser too.
I mean, yeah, all these things are laser lights.
Which ones?
Maybe they must be synced to the karaoke. This one, these ones.
Yeah, so see this one here. That's pointing at the mirror ball to give it a blue glow from this angle, so you can hit it from multiple sides. This one looks like it's a mirror ball light as well.
They all hit the disco ball, yeah.
Yeah, they're just pin spots. The one that, so I don't see a laser per se, but this is a moving.
They're saying the lights might be synced with the music, so we should put on some music and see if that's true.
Okay, so
Hube, can you read the Japanese on the thing and turn it on? Kind of starving, Benny.
well, we can eat any time, but people just need to sit at the table because the beef cooks real quick. So you ready?
I mean, I'm ready to sit.
Okay. Get everyone to go sit down, and then I'll cook it real quick.
Jacket here and Gagan is here.
Why?
I have no idea. How did they get
Murat, hey Murat, I know you're watching this in bed crying to sleep. This could have been you, but no, your pride was your downfall. Eat shit, you Judas bastard. Shit, you Judas bastard.
How did they get here? What up? They brought some food.
Hello.
I heard ABZ wanted a fried egg chicken.
Wait, hold on. Hey, hold on. Stay back. Stay back.
I have.
What do you have?
This is it.
Get your man. You breaking into the house? You better get the fuck back, man. What you doing? What you got?
I'm inside.
What is that?
I'm inside.
What is that?
I'm inside.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go back out. What are you doing? What is that?
It's bring you fried egg, beef, and sandwich, and everything.
Wow, that was the best piece of content I've ever seen you do. What do you have? Open the bag. Oh, more beef.
More meat,
Yeah.
nice. I'm happy. I was looking for more meat. Oh, Tabasco.
Tabasco.
I wrote this, but I heard ABZ you wanted some like egg sandwich.
And what do you have?
Egg sandwich.
The fuck is this, dude?
I heard you want a chicken.
This is brown bread, bro.
I heard you want a chicken. Egg.
No, spicy fried chicken.
Spicy.
Yeah,
I got
deep
Tabasco
fried
and this
chicken.
is
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
That's not it. Egg? No, that's not it.
chicken.
Tabasco.
No, it's
Shut
spicy.
the fuck up. You're not. No one's talking to you. What the fuck are you? Why are you talking right now?
Because I know what you don't know.
Just
You're talking to me now.
Did I talk to you?
We gotta be
You're
quiet.
talking to me now.
Like,
You relax. Why are you busting your
What?
house like that?
Is it okay if I come in now?
wait, hold on a second.
I
What do you
don't wanna
have?
trespass or
What do you have? What is this?
I have. Okay, so shut the fuck up. Stop speaking. Chat told me you want an fried chicken egg sandwich. I know I couldn't get fried chicken. That's rough,
chicken and
right? I got.
Man, you rubbing your belly?
That shit.
You know he wants
Look,
it.
There's like
You know
big
he wants
spots
it.
all over my belly now.
And then spicy.
It's fine, leave
There's,
it.
there's
It's yours.
Tabasco, so you can make it spicy. So there you go. Spicy chicken.
So this is not what you asked
This is
for.
not what I asked for. It's brown bread on top of that. See, if it was white bread, I would have thought about it. But it's brown fucking bread. There's
Brown bread is good, bro. It's good for you.
This ain't no spicy fried chicken.
Good for you. You need it.
And I don't see normal egg sandwich. So
It's
I'm
boiled egg, chicken.
I'm gonna have to.
Because you know why?
I'm gonna politely have to ask you to leave. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know why?
Yeah, that's not what he asked for. You got to go. But
you know
you can
why?
stay. Because you got the beef.
Really? You know
Yeah,
why?
you got the beef.
Yeah, dude, I'll get the door for you. Yeah,
You bloody fuck.
Don't let
Bloody
the door
fuck
catch
you.
your ass on
Mother
the way
bitch
out.
Ben shows
Shut the
do
fuck
not
up. No one's talking to you. No one's talking to
Wait,
you.
we got.
Jackie.
No one's talking to you. You're a little bitch. You're the fucking
go and
fakest
buy?
motherfucker ever.
Why did you go and buy another? Same.
No, Ice. If you let Duran and him switching off, man, don't do this shit, bro. You're better than this.
I mean, you didn't bring what he asked for. This is not what he
Go
asked.
and buy.
And he smashed my scream shit to the ground. He tried to steal the bag.
I was looking for your best interest. It's steamed chicken, boiled egg, and broccoli.
Usually I would let it slide, but unfortunately, given the circumstances, you have to leave and get me some fucking real chicken and today.
Yeah, let me get the
Some real
door for you.
chicken.
There's-
I'm gonna catch a chicken for you.
You know, there's a couple family marts around.
They don't have it.
Just to
I
specify.
went. They don't have it.
Okay, just to specify. Fried spicy chicken and an egg sandwich.
And a
They
Tinkerbell
stopped
skirt
serving
would be
that.
nice. Tinkerbell skirt.
Shut the fuck
That's a
up.
nice touch.
No one's talking.
I'm
to you.
not-
Okay, shut up,
No one's
Tinkerbell.
talking
That'd
to
be
you.
extra.
No one's talking to you.
Shut up, Tinkerbell.
Like,
Get
no one's
out.
talking to you.
Get the hell
You're the
out.
fakest person I ever met. The
Look
fakest
at, look, take a look
motherfucker
at
I
the
ever
mirror,
met.
bro.
What? You're the fakest motherfucker I ever went. You know what he did when I came out and tried to steal it?
What happened?
He started screaming assault, you're gonna get banned and shit.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
don't-
obviously I'm gonna go away. I didn't sabotage shit. I didn't
I
sabotage
told you
shit.
not to stalk me in the street, is what I said.
I didn't fucking touch any of your equipment. I didn't do anything. I just grabbed a bag and you ran like a little fucking bitch and you're
Yeah,
like,
'cause you
you're
rushed
gonna
me.
get banned, by the way. You're assaulting me. You're doing this. I'm not going to
Yeah,
jail.
yeah.
Fuck you. I'm not going to jail. I'm not a fucking retard.
It's our
like
blue
you.
in the chat.
Fucking stupid fuck. Hell no, I'm good on that. And you're still fucking here, like a little bitch you are. At least admit you're not real.
Murat betrayed ABC heavily today and zero reaction. He felt bad for him. An Indian got him wrong sandwich. He is about to go to war and throw hands.
I need fucking Sims.
Everyone heard the conversation that you had with me on the phone tonight.
Yeah, of course they did. And I said I'm gonna think about it, right?
Yeah, you've got 24 hours.
And I'm
We'll
gonna
talk about
think
this at
about it.
9 p.m.
And
tomorrow
then,
night.
and we also said,
24 hours for what?
and you know what me and him said? You might not be on the team tomorrow.
And guess what? Who's the team leader?
Imagine hanging with someone like Benny Mac actually sad.
Who's the team leader?
You're not no team leader.
Yeah, I didn't ask you that. I didn't say I'm the team leader. I asked you a simple question.
Who's the team leader?
Yeah.
I don't know. Me and him have to decide that.
No, it's
You're not on it.
Deepak's the team president.
No, you're not on the team.
D-Pack.
Yeah, he's our team
He's
president.
making some stupid shit up.
Who's the team president?
Making stupid shit up.
Well, you brought the wrong sandwich, so you know what to do.
I'm not the leader. I'm the coach. I
Why
maintain
did you
that.
go, Gagan? Go and buy another one.
Man, it sounds like he's not on your side. Sounds like Jackie's not even on your side, to be honest. Just letting you know.
The one he says, go and buy.
Jackie's willing to ditch you to stay here.
Look, bro.
That's fine.
That's
bro.
not a team player.
That's fine, but we already talked. We already said who's
Benny,
real or not.
you want to take
He's not real.
And Jackie came rushing in here with the meat. He was willing to stow you to the Sharks. He came rushing in. He broke in. He's like, I got the meat.
I have an idea, Gagan. I have an idea. How about
You can't trust none of these
That's
guys.
just effing, man. It's just
how about
fucking
you get
stupid. Like, I need Sims, bro. I gotta go fucking to get
how
Sims,
about
bro.
you get some bread, some eggs,
Okay,
and some chicken.
okay.
Make it spicy. Come back here and cook
White
it.
bread, white bread,
And cook it. It's
chicken, and egg, and cook it.
Cook it. And then make me an egg spicy sandwich.
That sounds like a good idea. At least I can get that instead of fucking go to Family Mart where there actually is no chicken.
If you find
Just
it,
be
then you
creative.
have to cook it.
He's asking for spicy chicken and egg sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not getting fed no info. I have to go off chat and shit. Like, you're not like telling me, giving me a challenge, go do this, go do that. I like to hear from the man, so yeah, I can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, look,
right?
if you find the chicken and the egg sandwich, we're chilling.
Okay.
But if you can't find it, maybe you buy the ingredients to cook it.
Okay, that's definitely a lot more doable.
Okay.
But if you're saying go to Family Mart, get this chicken, that, like, it's fucking closed.
I mean, no.
I tried to call.
Well, you could take a bus back to Shimoda, get the Family Mart chicken, and come back here.
I did try to compromise though. I looked out for your health. Steamed chicken, that's healthy. Boiled egg, that's healthy.
Wait, hold on, let me see this.
Brown bread too.
is quite healthy.
Steamed chicken, boiled egg.
No, bro, what the fucking no one wants TOC this guy, man. Listen to the chat.
Yeah, I mean, that does seem good, so, he'll keep that. And then, but, go, all right, go. Well, you're wasting time, all right? The door's right there.
Is there a time limit?
No, don't. Just take your time. Yeah, take your time.
All right, you guys ready for dinner?
Yeah.
We've got more beef now. Nice work with the beef. Let's go.
Is that free TTS?
Yeah, I can turn it right.
Yeah, turn that shit off.
Oh, it's sub only, but y'all turn it off. No
Are
problem.
you eating brown bread sandwich?
I don't think you sitting here like for free or whatever. Get to cooking. That meat that you brought.
Yep.
Get to cooking, bro.
You can eat my food I'm going to cook.
Yeah, it's you boiled that.
I mean, you brought it, so get cooking. Like, what, you ain't sitting down here for free. Like, get cooking, bro. What you doing?
I'll cook.
Do you know how to cook?
I know how to
So what do you? So what's the problem?
Used to think
All right, we're
ABC
good.
was decent. No, turns out dude's just a douche.
Brown sandwich.
Oh, let me get some of that too.
Oh my god.
ABC.
This is a good life.
Doesn't the power feel nice?
It feels amazing.
Don't you love it?
I think you're turning me into a fucking psychopath. But you know what?
Yeah, drop the empathy and just live your best life, bro. People will bring you food and do whatever you want.
I saw Jackie Gale sitting there looking so sad and shit.
Jackie, this is IRL. And this is why I don't lie to you.
What'd you say to him?
I did the same thing.
No lies.
Benny, Jackie,
You gaslit him.
look what Benny did. He came, look at this. He set up the tables for us. He washed the lettuce.
I wash my hands.
Washed the lettuce. Chopped it.
This is perfect.
What do I do?
Jackie,
Yeah.
you're the man. That was a nice move. I like how you made Gagan look like shit. It was easy, but well done.
I still see you standing. What are you doing? Are we cooking or what?
But yeah.
No, way to cook. I
So,
don't know.
no,
Bro.
Ice, all you need to do is sit down and we cook because it happens very, very fast.
All
because
right.
it's very thin meat. So
Are you? Are
I've
you?
been cooking. I went to barbecue every day. Cube took me to barbecue, ABZ, when we went. I went there 4 more times, bro.
Oh wow.
Every day. I went there for breakfast. I was eating like desserts and stuff. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Oh, new summer. Finishing his cigarette.
What happened to Gagan?
He brought the wrong food, so we had to go.
Oh, so he has to bring another food?
He needs to bring spicy chicken and egg sandwich.
Oh, awesome. Amazing.
I think Sam Pepper's very angry right now.
Why?
He could have brought that egg sandwich himself.
Not true.
I would love to see Sam Pepper bring me an egg sandwich.
I mean, if Sam Pepper steals the egg sandwich and chicken from Gagan, then he can come. I want to see a confrontation.
Let's do that.
I want to see Homeless and Sam Pepper tackle that fool and rip the shit out of his hands.
Either way, someone's not getting in here tonight. I just want to...
Make Jackie do chores around the house, get the beds ready, tidy the front, clean the toilets, put this bencho to work.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, at least one person's not getting in.
Bowing down to someone like
Jackie,
Ice the Goblin is
actually,
fucking sadder than
why don't
Benny
we-
Mac being here. Man barked for ABC. Now they both...
Just let Benny do the cooking. Don't worry about it. I think, since this is a Japanese-style home, we need to lay the beds out. Why don't you go to each and every room and lay the beds out for everyone?
I'm sleeping in bed, so you know.
You have to explain me what to do.
Man, You got this, bro. You got.
I really don't
No,
know
no,
how
no.
to do it.
Wait here. No, just don't explain it. Don't explain it. You better figure it out.
I have a hat for Jackie. I like
Yeah,
that.
he's my brother.
All right. Well, you have.
You have to explain me.
Listen, I'll explain it right now. You have. Look.
Once you explain me, then I will do it. I
Okay.
promise.
You put the brown thing down first, and then you put the white thing down.
Can you come, please?
No, you got to figure it out. The brown thing, just listen to me. The brown thing, in every room there's closets.
Okay.
They have the bedding, okay? You put the brown down first, then you put the white down, and then a blanket and a pillow.
Brown thing first.
Brown thing first,
And white.
the brown thing, then the white thing.
Okay, brown and white.
Yeah.
And then pillow.
And then pillow, blanket. You have 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
You get to, all right,
I don't know.
all right, get to work. Chop, chop. Man, figure it out, man. Come on.
His body and massage him.
Over here, and there's rooms over there.
Okay, take a seat, and then you cook it first, okay? Or
This car sucks.
Listen, slave tent. What the fuck, dude?
The dude slave tent's my favorite.
There's not room.
I said in the closets, man. You gotta use your brain, dude.
Dude, I'm training this guy. I'm very patient with you.
Who the fuck is live here? There's no light here.
I mean, dude, come on. Come on, use your brain, dude. Come on, you're doing this in the dark. Use your brain, dude.
This is brown thing.
Dude, are you insane?
This is brown thing, right?
Bro, I can't even see. It's dark in here. Turn the light on, man.
Well, I don't know where the fuck is light.
Just use your eyeballs, dude. I'm looking right at it. Oh, dude, you ripped the fucking door off? Bro, nah, you gotta put that back on. H1B quality. That's crazy. You just closed the door. It's pitch black in here now. So if you can't turn the light on, you might as well just open this all the way.
I don't know where's the light.
You just open this all the way then.
If I will open, then I can't see anything here. How many is this? Fuck.
Dude, what are you doing? Have you ever used You live in Japan. You don't even know how to use the Japanese doors. What are you doing? Dude, the door fell on him. The door fucking... Wait, hold on. Don't tell him where the light is. He can't figure it out. It's very obvious, though.
Use your brain like Ice does when he wakes up at noon and calls it content.
How do you live in Japan and you can't use a door? No, it's a sliding door, man.
It's okay.
No, you gotta fix the door, dude.
It's okay. I don't want to fix the door.
You have to fix the door. You have to fix the door. Like, what are you doing?
How many beds you have to make?
Everybody inside this Airbnb.
I don't know how many people are here.
And that includes new people that arrived, right?
Yeah, dude, that's 2 beds. You're stacking 2 beds on top of each other.
Dude, one, bro.
Can you get inside, please?
Jackie, bro, just use your eyes for a second. Turn the light on, man. Just look at the room. Just look around the room. There we go. There we go. Jesus Christ, dude. Yep, just like that. The brown, then the white. Yep, perfect.
You don't want mattress?
Huh?
Mattress?
There's no... No. The brown is the mattress.
Okay.
And the white is the comforter. Those are pillow sheets or something. Bro, these look like shit.
Look like shit?
These look like shit, man. What is it? You think, like, bro, first of all, directly next to each other, no room, and then they're folded, they got, you know, they're not neat. Looks like shit.
25 minutes.
No, just quality, man. We want quality.
Slow down. You've got time.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about the time. Just
It's so much time. You need to just relax.
quality over quantity.
Yeah. And also line the mattress up straight with the room like this. See?
Yep.
That's nice.
Here, let me show you my bed. Just copy what I did. Okay, look. The blanket folded, long vertical across the bed. Okay. The brown, then the white. You feel me?
And how many beds do you want in this room?
And that's all.
Where?
This one. 2? 3?
I mean, 2's probably fine.
Hey, 2's good, Jackie.
Yeah.
Well, they're cooking already.
I can smell it. It's good. We got to fix that door though.
I can help them.
Yeah, it's.
I know how to do it.
You got to put it in the sliding.
So what you do, Jackie, is you go like this first, okay? You lift the top up, and then you drop the bottom down and stack on the rollers.
That easy.
Okay.
How do you live in Japan? Don't you use these kind of doors all the time in Japan?
Nah, I'm not.
It's a Japanese house door.
Yeah, it's Japanese house door, but I'm not using this kind of doors.
What kind of
In
door?
my house, there is not.
Just
Nah.
Just normal doors.
Yeah, normal doors.
Oh, okay.
We want quality streams, yet here we are.
Oh, this is quality, bro. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back, bro. The 1800s back to we're 2025, bro. And the best part is it's free. All right, let's see here. We have some coffee. Don't want that. Some alcohol. Don't want that. An energy drink.
Another bed here?
No, that's my room. That's my room. So yeah, and then in the game room with the karaoke. And you can just set up like 4 beds in there. And then let's see, I guess my only option's this and the water. This fucking root beer and the water. So I don't want an energy drink. Man, this Airbnb owner, man, this should be free, these motherfucking ass drinks. $600 fucking dollars a night, and then I gotta pay him for a drink and a vending machine. This guy is crazy, man. That's smart though. And in America, they should have this. They make a fucking killing. Like put like a Dr. Pepper $5. I mean, you'll make a killing, bro. Motherfuckers will just be lazy and do it.
Buy something from the machine. Like Gaga needs to fucking figure it all out by himself. He fucked up tonight.
I want to eat something. Come on.
Well, you go buy something from home, but like if you call Gaga.
Well, you said you want to eat?
Yeah.
He wants to eat. Yeah, no. Okay, when we're finished, we'll give you the what's left over.
I can't eat beef.
Oh, well then you're fucked.
Jackie, why don't you just go for a walk and let you back in?
Possible?
Of course. We're not fucking savages.
You can't eat beef?
No.
Why? Why not? Because you're Hindi.
Yeah, I'm Hindu.
Hindu. Oh, well then you're fucked. You could have some of that. Have some of the lettuce.
Yeah. No, there's no time limit. There's no time limit.
No time limit. Oh.
No, it's fine. No, it's because he's so bad at doing basic things that it's hilarious.
They want some quality stuff, so there's no time.
Look forward to so little.
Would you like some lettuce there, mate? Please try the lettuce.
Is there anyone else here or just the 4 of them? 5 of them?
It's just us.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I'll fix the sandwich.
Having a Hindi person do the housework is great too, because then you don't have to feed them because they don't eat beef.
They don't eat beef? I do. I'm not Hindi. Oh. I'm not the house person. I'm the chef. Good. You got your pound?
Oh, I have. It's just the
Jackie.
I just try one time.
Jackie.
Can you try and find some junk sauce while you're at it, bro?
Oh, he's going to the store? Yeah. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay, hold this for a second, ABC. Hold on. Yes.
Oh my god.
I need to just,
It's still wet.
I'm gonna write you down a grocery list here. Water. And
Your screen is pitch black.
my privacy screen.
Hey, Deppy, nice
Water.
friends, bro.
And some
That's
more
IRL,
beef.
man. You know?
And some
And I do want to talk to you about what happened.
shower
Because, honestly, bro,
supplies
everything I said was true.
It's fine.
and chips.
I didn't want to upset you.
No, it's okay.
I guess
Chat, can we take a second to appreciate No Marat? Nous scalpegir. No gagging stinky Indian. This is the way it should be.
Chips, water, beef,
More beef?
shower supplies.
Shower supply. You have to write down for me.
Love watching a racist table full of autism.
There's no. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. Just some potato chips.
Sorry?
I'll just do potato chips.
Potato chips?
Yeah, that's all I need.
Some junk sauce.
Some?
Some junk sauce is the Korean sauce.
Some junk sauce. Some junk sauce. Gochujang sauce.
Wait, why are you going to the store to buy yourself food?
Yeah.
No eating allowed.
Sorry?
No eating allowed.
So what? You want potato chips and...
I want you to starve.
I want to eat, okay. Promise I want to eat.
No, I'm just kidding.
I want
You can eat if you want some of the.
Yeah, that's possible. I can eat that.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can buy food. It's fine. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just want potato chips.
Potato chips?
Maybe
and
like
some junk sauce. Gochujang sauce. Sesame oil. You send me one message, please. Okay. Sesame
Wait, hold on. You didn't let me finish my order.
Benny gotta use assault to get away with things such a pussy fuck non-tent.
I want the pizza potato chips, the pizza flavored potato chips.
Whatever you want, just tell me, and you will send me message.
Yeah.
I will go and buy.
Okay. Hold on, I can't send you.
And I want 4 bags of them.
4 bags?
Yeah, because I'll eat 1 bag in 2 seconds.
Do you have another phone?
I have another phone. Yeah.
Could you take a memo?
Yeah, I can send it. I can send it to you on IG. Good. No, do it.
My another phone's a bro.
I thought you were cooking for us, Benny. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, I'll cook for you, but these guys want to cook themselves. But I'll serve you if you want me to.
Well, I just thought everything was going to be cooked and we're good. Like.
Yeah, well, what I was saying is, once everyone sits down, the big cooks so fast that it's important for not to get cold. So how do you like it? Do you like it a little rare as well?
Oh, I like it rare.
Yeah? Okay, well what I'll do is when it's ready, I'm going to land it right on your plate in front of you. What I do is, you like barbecue sauce?
No.
Yeah, try some.
Yep.
Try that.
But with Wagyu though?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. Yeah, I'll have a little bit of that on the side.
Very good. Okay, so this is seasoning. That's the seasoning. So I'm going to try some and see if you want some of that.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Chopstick? Yeah. You want a knife, a fork?
Oh no, chopsticks are good. Benny, you trying to kill me, Benny?
How rare do you like it?
I mean, this is raw.
Try it. If you don't like it, spit it out.
No, I'm gonna get sick, bro. This is raw.
Well, no, where? This is raw, bro. That's brown.
This is pink as well.
Yeah, you said like it's rare. Rare means that it's got a little bit of pink on it. I'll do it well done if you like.
Maybe like a medium. I just don't want to see any pink or red.
I'm the same.
Can I get a slice there, baby?
Of course, I'm just going to do this one to eye. Is that more like it?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh shit! I require another chopstick. Oh, thank you, Benny. See, Benny is quality.
Benny is quality.
Jackie, you need to learn a thing or two from him.
He has. He's a fuckload. Tonight he got mistreated by someone else that fucked with him. And he didn't trust me. He lost trust in me when I asked him to be honest with me. And anyway, we'll talk about later.
Can you send me this supermarket?
I'm cooking right now. Oh, the supermarket. It's closed. The supermarket closed at 10 p.m. Yep.
So where to buy this, all these sandals?
You have to figure something out, man.
There is no place to buy. It's only 24/7 all this, Family Mart and 7-Eleven.
That's where you got to go.
Jackie, you live in Japan. You should know. The Family Marts, the Lawsons, the 7-Elevens, you know, like, those are the places to be. If you go to Google Maps, you can type restaurant open now or something, and it'll show you everything that's open. So why are you still standing here? Get to work.
5 packets of chips.
5 packets of chips?
Yeah, because he wants 4 and I want 1.
Okay, Ice Mate, sit down, buddy.
Oh, Paul, this is great.
Yeah, the meat's good. Benny did a fantastic job picking this out.
Ice would be the type of man-child to torch a steak or any type of beef.
Whatever, dude.
Remember when you dared me to touch a cow?
Yeah.
This is nice. No Sam bossing everyone around controlling streams. Sam said he's leaving if his sub-athon ends. No more subs for Team B, so timer ends. No more subs for Team B, so timer ends.
No, don't. I mean, no. Don't do that to him. Come on. I don't know why they hate Sam so much.
He saved your life more than once, right?
I know, yeah, Sam is no. He's not been bad to me.
And he bailed you out of jail. Maybe
I mean, no, in Thailand, yeah, he helped bail me out of jail. Dude, if I was born as a king in the Middle Ages, I would be the most murderous king to have ever existed. I would have been the Julius Caesar of our time. Oh, you made a stupid, you farted in front of me? Fucking death. Death by stoning. Shit like that.
It's funny.
Sounds like a righteous king.
You got some minutes? Little folio?
I'll have some, yeah.
And remember, there's a seasoning and stuff, boys. Like, don't be shy. If you do like that, just like, you know, get at it. Touch it, you know? That's how it's done.
Sounds very smart of you
Yeah, I mean, if there's condiments, you just use them all, right?
I agree. If we get 2 slices of meat, so I think those 2 are perfect.
Sorry if I look like I'm throwing them at you, but I'm just saying, this is how we cook. It's Japanese / seaweed roll.
Is that all the meat we have? I'm fucking starving. That's not. Oh, okay. Yeah.
We need rice or something, though.
Jackie, if you can get rice.
Gotta plug my phones and shit in.
Google narcissistic personality disorder and controlling behavior and tell me that doesn't describe Sam. It's literally him. Control issues, Andy. Literally him. Control issues, Andy.
Only tea and water and soda. Tea and water and soda.
He does have a lot of. He does have a controlling personality, but you just gotta, you know, you just gotta laugh at it sometimes, and you know, just try to ignore it, and it doesn't really work out. I mean, everybody can be like that a little bit.
I hope someone brings me that egg sandwich pretty soon.
Why?
Because I really feel like the egg sandwich.
Oh, you really want the egg sandwich?
I want the egg sandwich and fried chicken.
That's fucking funny, man. You got this.
Oh, thank you, Benny. You know, you can save yourself a lot of the hassle if you just cook me like one of them full steaks.
I know.
And then I'll be good.
Okay, man.
Otherwise, you'll be here all day, just little bits at a time.
Oh, sorry. Is he reaching over you?
Telling you, ABC, after 100 days with me, you're going to be a complete piece of shit. Just like me. Welcome to the club. But, you know, it's a good life to live, though.
It is a nice life to live. See, normally I'd be cooking for everybody else. That's how I am.
Why the fuck would you do that?
I don't know.
It's better when someone else cooks for you because then you don't have to do anything.
Usually when I'm at a Korean barbecue place, I'm always the cooker. I'm always the fucking
That is funny because I'm never the cooker. In fact, when somebody says, will you cook the food? You know what I do? I purposely cook it bad so they never want me to do it again.
That's fucking genius. That is genius. I might do that.
No, it's amazing because then you don't have to do anything ever. If you just pretend to be bad at stuff, you just never have to do anything. I mean, I'm actually like a fucking good chef, and I just pretend I'm not.
I'm not your wife, but...
No, you're not my wife.
That's what shit, so...
You're just a nice guy.
Exactly. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you.
Of course. I can't believe Jackie tried to get away with making the bed so sloppy. If this... Oh, man, he lucky it's 2025.
You gotta fix that door, bro. That door is
His ass would have been motherfucking like burned at the stake in the 1400s for making the bed wrong. I would have sent him to the fucking...
Sam is a straight-up nasty cunt.
To the dungeon.
He is manipulative, dismissive, jealous, and spiteful to anyone he can milk any clout from. He's also a groomer.
I mean, but who cares what somebody is like on a personal level when it's just like when we're streaming, it's just about the content. Everything else doesn't really matter, right? It's not like you're personal friends with him.
Wow. Boys at these little Johnny boys. All kneeling to their god. Wow. Hi, yeah, wow. Doing one small favor quest Earl. For clout. Wow. Hi, yeah.
Yo, it's EBZ. I'm on the way to Japan with Team C Asian Andy Mando and SJC. When I see that Arabian meatball, I'm going to show him what we do in Compton. I mean, that would be crazy.
Yeah, if the ABZ and Mando and you guys want to join TMZ, let me know.
Those last donations were from Hannah. People need to stop shitting on Sam. Pepperphiles unite. We all support his grooming and narcissism. We all support his grooming.
I don't... What grooming are they talking... Like, I don't understand when they say that. What are they talking about? I mean, I'll always defend Sam to my final breath. He saved my life on multiple occasions and tackled people who pepper sprayed me and bailed me out of jail. So, I mean, I kind of owe it to him.
But you can hold off on me for now. I want to save some room for the egg sandwich.
People think it's like blackmail and shit. It ain't blackmail.
Can we get a muzzle on Benny, please? Take his mouth shut now.
He helps me a lot.
I want him gagged. I do not want to hear Benny talk for 30 minutes. Do it now.
I would have been 3 months in jail in Thailand if it wasn't for him bailing me out. He was the only one that could because he had a Thai bank account. I mean, so... You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Ice, this is your bit ready here. How's that?
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Do you want me to cut into it and show you the inside?
Sure. Oh, yeah, perfect.
Enjoy.
Murat could never humble himself enough to do these tasks. Also, Paul, can you check out Duran's new perm haircut and give a review? Rest in piss, Murat. Murat.
I'm sure Duran looks fine. I don't want to do that. I don't want to look at him right now. Just him. Unless I see it in Discord or something. I'll see it in person, I mean. Murat. He would... Yeah, he probably would not do stuff like this, but it's fine. I need a knife or something.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was Murat's downfall. He would never do stuff like this for me.
boys. Go to the grocery store, buy a carton of Pall Malls and smoke them all. Smoke them all, boys. This is how you do the lunar diplomacy quest, Earl.
Do you want me to chop it for you on a chopping board or anything? You know what I mean?
Hey, I see it's Murat.
Nice, yeah.
I am sulking in my bathtub playing my music. I am looking at my hairy pussy thinking maybe if I shave you might like me more.
Oh, man, I do hate hairy pussy. Oh, yeah, see, that's way easier.
You really are a dumb cunt, Paul. Sam saved you for his own gain, not for your benefit. If you had real friends growing up, you would spot this.
I mean, regardless of the intention, it's still, you know, it was still needed, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think the intention matters when the outcome is still the same. Like, I needed to get bailed out, and he did it, regardless of his intention.
Why are people saying I'm eyeing off your steak?
What?
Oh, you fixed your phone.
If you go watch Sam's YouTube video titled Trying to Fix My Hair in Thailand, part, Sam Pepper livestream, you will see he admits he slept with Kim.
Well, that obviously didn't happen, so... I mean...
Imagine protecting a femboy rapist. I bet Sam manipulated you too, saying he saved your life. You literally saved his career. Sam would die for you.
What do you think, Abs? Because you're a voice of reason. Do you think Sam, when he bailed me out of jail and did all this stuff for me, tackled the guy who pepper sprayed me, shit like that, do you think those are things I should be grateful for or not because it was at his own benefit to help me?
I think you should definitely be grateful for that. I think somebody bailing you out of jail, chasing motherfuckers who attack you, yes, you should definitely be grateful for that. Did he have maybe a different intention behind why he did it? Possibly.
I mean, everybody has ulterior motives, you know? I have ulterior motives as well with everyone. Everyone has them. I mean, it's normal.
It is normal. That's true. Well, would you consider Sam a friend of yours?
I consider him a stream friend, yeah. In terms of like a real friend, like without streaming, probably not, no. But that's only because we have nothing in common without streaming.
Hey, Gagan TV.
Oh, there's here, my dear.
Where you going? Oh, is that potato chips? I don't see any.
Unfortunately, ABZ, I couldn't get your sandwich. I was gonna cook.
So you got the chips, but not the sandwich?
What happened was I had to throw it and step on it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You stepped on my sandwich?
Unfortunately.
Why'd you do that?
Because it was gonna taste like shit. I didn't want him eating something that was gonna taste bad.
Why would it taste bad?
Because there was a bunch of chicken nuggets with an egg sandwich. Right? Down.
Are those chips supposed to be for me? Because I asked Jackie to get 4 bags.
Here's one bag.
Of the house?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Here, take it.
It's not. We need more than 1 bag. But I mean, also...
I need my egg and chicken sandwich.
The egg and chicken.
I'm sorry, but I need that fucking sandwich, right?
I got subs for it. I had to.
Fucking cold, damn.
I had to.
Oh, fuck.
Hold it for now.
What?
I got subs for it, so I had to.
You got subs?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So
Man, he's lying. He didn't get no chicken. He didn't get nothing.
I did. I got the chicken sandwich.
So you got subs. So you smashed it.
Yeah.
So instead of
For
giving me
content,
the
dude.
chicken sandwich, you decided to
It
sacrifice.
was gonna taste like shit.
But you decided to. I mean, it was chicken, still chicken.
It was
chicken
chicken.
nuggets.
Yeah.
And an egg sandwich.
Yeah, but it was gonna taste like bad. But like you said,
It was chicken.
I have
and egg.
infinite time.
Even though if I didn't like it, I cannot refuse your entry because it was still chicken and an egg sandwich.
Okay.
You get me?
I get that.
However, you decided to throw it on the floor and step on it for subs. Therefore, I low-key need to refuse your entry.
Okay.
No, ABC, let me help you. You got to be meaner.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
No, don't laugh when you say it.
Please
say
do
it
not
seriously.
redeem me. Do not redeem me it. I said 4 back.
Don't be like get the fuck out because it's not funny.
He means he's a nice guy, though.
No, you have
Show you how it's
to.
done?
No, wait. You have to demean him. Don't yell at him. Demean him. Oh, so you smashed the chicken without for subs? How many subs was it?
10 subs.
So you did all of that and ruined a really great night out to stay in the freezing cold for $50. You're poor. Get out.
I am poor.
All right, go away now. You gotta make sure you demean them a little bit.
But you said infinite time limit. You did. You said infinite.
You started to catch it a few weeks ago.
To be fair,
I can go back
a
and
lot
get
of
it.
people could show up with an egg sandwich and chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie's at the store right now.
It's somewhere around the $2 mark. Use the area code as if you give time.
What about Big Dog? You should make it so he sealed everything from Jackie. That could help a lot too. You know, make some.
Are you gonna betray him?
You know, encourage some outdoor content.
Benny betrayed me. Jackie betrayed me.
I didn't betray you once.
Everybody betrayed me.
You
Yes,
betrayed
did.
me.
You betrayed me.
When?
No.
Tell me when I betrayed you.
You don't give a fuck about the team.
Tell me when I betrayed you.
You don't give a fuck about the team.
Trump hahaha True Paul Sam saved you many times, remember. He was also there for Kim in her time of need by pillow, talking her in DM. All your girls.
Okay, well, I think this conversation's done.
Exactly, that's what I thought. And then you're like running from me like a little bitch you are.
Oh shit.
Running from me like a little
You
bit.
smacked my phone and tried
Did
to
not
grab
touch.
the wagyu
Did
beef.
not touch any of your stuff.
Yeah, I can.
Sure, touch your little bag. Okay, buddy. Wow. Why are you running, claiming, oh, I'm gonna get you bad. You're gonna kick watching this. You're assaulting me, and you started running like a bitch.
First rule of streaming
Little
is
bitch.
don't sabotage
Other
other streamers'
streamers'
streaming
equipment.
equipment.
And I did it.
You smashed my
I
phone
did
to
not
the
touch-
ground when you rushed me.
I did not touch
This
your streaming
conversation's over.
equipment.
Get the fuck out.
I did not touch your streaming equipment.
Bitch.
You always say I touched your streaming equipment. I
Now
never
you're
touched your
poor,
streaming
bro.
equipment.
You're poor. 50,
I did not touch your
10
streaming
subs.
equipment.
Can I get the door for him and let him out?
Go for it.
Did not touch your streaming equipment.
Have a good night, eh?
Did not touch it.
You fucked up. You fucked up with that. With the gifted subs.
What if I get it before Jackie?
Don't let the door catch your ass.
What
on
if
the
I
way
get
out.
it? Talking to ABC. What if I get it before Jackie?
The door's open. It's getting cold. Please
Well,
leave.
he wants his chicken and eggs. I mean, you got it before, you got to get it again.
Big Boy really thought I was going to let him get his snacky time when he demanded it.
Okay. Have you had enough food?
Oh, I got him.
They better hurry the fuck up because the problem is, if I get full, I'm no longer gonna require the egg and chicken sandwich. Nobody is covered inside.
Quickly stuff ABC's mouth till he's fucking drowning.
Exactly.
Mine was out over here.
I am getting quite full. There will be no reason for me to
So he stole your sandwich up for 50 bucks.
Let's see. What is Sam doing? Is he Sam and homeless doing stuff? Can he bring girls, perhaps?
Stomped one, and then brought the other. Only because he thought he had infinite chances. Which is the line I fed him. I said, hey man, I'll give you infinite chances. Imagine thinking infinite chances was a way of measuring chances.
Oh, they're coming now? Well, what do they have, though?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
I want to find the foot bath.
we can do that actually. Yeah, it's like she said it's around the
I wonder if it's even open right now.
Sam's outside. Oh, he is. What are you doing, Sam? What the fuck?
Wait, hold on a second. What's going on here? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Where are you going?
Imagine
cold
thinking
out
Sam
there.
is helping you.
Get away
You would've
from
got
me.
out of
What is
jail
that?
regardless
It's cold out there. There's
Manipulated.
old women. There's only fucking 2 old men in this whole town. We went to every bar.
What?
Why did you send us here?
What? How many bars are there?
There's 2 bars in the whole town. We asked the guy in Japanese, oh, where can we find a girl? Do you know what he did? He laughed in our face and he said, girls in this town?
He said all the girls left and they were all 60.
Oh my god.
He said when they turn 16, they leave this town because it's so non-10. Bro, there's nothing here.
Dude, the winds are 100 miles per hour outside.
No, they're not.
Bro, we have to walk. Oh, wait. We have to walk 40 minutes in 100-mile-an-hour wind from our Airbnb because the taxis stop running at 8 p.m. The taxis!
I thought this was a smaller town than the other one.
Oh, it is. There is only 2 bars, and they're like very proper, and they're just like old men who are ready to die in them.
Maybe.
Not even drunks.
I mean, they're just sitting there sober?
No, like they're just chill drinking, like classily.
Well, that sounds like content.
No. One bar was completely empty. The other one had 1 man in it.
If you harass them, they'll have a heart attack.
They will. No, they're like 90.
Oh.
They're like liver spots dying.
Well, all right, that's understandable. You guys have to bring something to the table here.
I mean,
These other guys are out there hustling trying to find this shit.
We're going home. We just wanted to run in and tell you this kind of shit.
Well, there's nothing in this town. You picked the worst place ever.
But it's quite funny. It was quite funny looking around, but like, actually tomorrow in the daytime, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea.
Well, I was going to take my lantern out and go search for my foot bath.
Oh, I know where it is. I can show you. Just here.
Let me,
Why is it out in the public?
Wait, how far is
I don't know, yeah, is it?
Close.
Let's see.
Yeah, we tried to find hookers, no hookers. Why is there a receptionist here? Everyone in the town knows this house, by the way. Everyone.
Oh, you were telling them that we're...
Yeah.
We were trying to bait them here.
And what did they say?
No, that's staying at that house.
Oh, this is like the baller house?
Yeah.
It's probably like everyone talks about it, probably, oh, that house.
Oh, so cool.
All right, where's his foot bath?
Come to the football.
Where are we going?
Football.
Football?
Football.
It's like a bat.
Ah,
I
football.
shoot it.
Okay, come.
Are you trying to stay here again tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to see the town in the daytime and see what I think about it.
Yeah.
This isn't 100-mile-an-hour winds.
No, by the river it was.
Yeah, no. Can we just take him towards...
Well, I have no shoe. I have no shoes. I have no shoes or socks on.
I mean, that's like a kilometer from me.
I just want to see the foot bath. I'm ready to go in.
Right here.
Oh, and it's running?
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, well. Don't mind if I do. Oh my God. That is amazing. The fact that they just have this.
Why did you pick this town?
Like, that's what kind of town this is. They could just have this here and it's respectfully treated.
There's no piss in it or nothing. I looked on the map and I was like, oh, this town looks very interesting. So that's why I wanted to come here.
I mean, it's kind of a cool place to be.
I knew that Murat and I, the tensions were getting heavy, and I knew that we were going to break ways, and I had a plan to trap him in the middle of nowhere. And so I manipulated him to give me all his money, and then he was supposed to be trapped on the bus and then kicked out in the middle of nowhere, but Benny fucking ruined it.
I didn't realize no one told me the plan.
Yeah, but Benny, if no one gives him cash, he's kind of fucked still.
So Sam is mad because all the 16-year-olds left town. Why am I not surprised? Under my administration, you will be imprisoned upon arrival. Arrival,
He can't pull out cash.
imprisoned.
Well, then he's not going to be able to go anywhere. He's going to be stuck in Shimoda forever.
He's going to die in the cold.
Dude, isn't this make it the candle one? Yeah, there you go. This is a vibe now. The fucking onset, bro.
Right.
You can't tell me this town sucks. They have a fucking foot onset in the street. Like, bro, come on. Are we?
Go back inside, dry off and warm up. We've got to walk 40 minutes in 100-degree wind, 100 miles per hour.
Take your shoes off and sit down.
Enjoy, bro.
There's a tower down there.
Did you go through the tunnel or?
No, we have to walk.
Cube said it's a 5-hour walk.
We have to walk along the seafront.
And it's freezing.
No.
Haha, Piss Boy is a cuck. I just looked, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes on that video. Trying to fix my hair in Thailand part 1.
Oh, this is nice. Sam, this is so nice. You have to do it.
Yeah, honestly, just sleep right here with your foot in the fucking water.
It warms you up a ton, Sam. It's so nice.
It warms your whole body, yeah. Your feet are like, if your feet are hot, your whole body's hot.
It's true. It's so warm.
Dude, I can just, when you're quiet, you can just hear the wind. It's like a train nonstop. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but you can just hear the sound of the winds roaring.
Oh, we've been hearing it for the last fucking 3 hours. We've been around on the street.
Without the wind.
No! Fuck! Fuck! Oh!
Put them in the dryer. Let's dry them.
No, they're fucked. The wind blew my zins into the water. No, those are my last ones.
Oh, how lucky for you.
I hate this place. Why is it so windy here, though?
This is nothing. No, I'm telling you, I physically hurt my knee because I was living like this up the wall. It's insane. When you go this way, it's fucked.
Are you on the same
Only by the water, it's 100 mile an hour?
Are you across? We're on the other
Hear
side.
that, right? Like a fucking train coming.
Do you guys hear that on the stream? Dude, that's scary. It's like it sounds like like Godzilla's roaring.
Bro, it literally was like 10 times stronger than this. I swear to God.
Yeah, we should walk to the seafront with him. You should just sit your stream. You can lean into it.
Do you think it's still like that?
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude, you should come.
Why would anyone build a town here in this weather?
I don't. Do you think it's always like this? I don't know.
I think, dude. Last night in the Airbnb, it was so windy. I thought the house was gonna fucking knock over.
Yeah.
It was shaking.
You should come. The wind is. You've never felt wind like
Is
that.
your place like quite luxurious inside? Like it's actually very nice.
Oh, dude, it's like marble.
What's the onset like? The indoor one.
There's two.
Indoor one.
The indoor one, the outdoor one. They're both amazing. The indoor one's full marble.
Wow.
The outdoor one is amazing.
Ours is abandoned house. And you go inside, and there's a pen where they keep the cats. Inside our Airbnb, there's a cat pen with the food and everything laid out. From the outside, it looks derelict, like it's
About a month ago, I was scrolling through a sketchy Chinese-based website looking for products I could review, and I came across some very interesting things. Think Wish.com or Temu or AliExpress, Alibaba. It's pretty much the same thing. Except while I was scrolling, similar to like I've seen on Amazon before, I came across these phone models called i16 Pro Maxes, and we all know what they're trying to do. Now, what's really interesting about these models is the listings were complete garbage. Like, look at this. The screens are white. The listing is a bunch of jumbled wording. You can't really understand what's going on. But one of the things that really caught my attention was a video that was included in the listing. It became quite clear what we had going on. So I had to order one myself, and although it took about 2 weeks, it finally came in the mail, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this iPhone. Now, spoiler, this iPhone is unusually good. Like, it's too good. It literally has about every feature that an iPhone has, at least to someone who doesn't know what they're doing. So in today's video, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna play with the software, the hardware, we're gonna take some photos and see what the phone can do. But before we do that, I have to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor. So we got a box. It looks like a typical China box if you've ever ordered anything from AliExpress or Temu. Can't read it, but it does have a number, 201073. First impressions are interesting. It's got... what is that? It's got a bag from Apple, or at least one that looks like it. Oh, that's nice. They got a business card where they're soliciting all the other fake items that they sell, including Rolex watches and fake Chanel jewelry. Oh gosh. The back says, "We, a luxury goods factory supplier in China. I could give you everything you want. Our service is very good in price, quality, packaging, logistics, compensation, and insurance." Well, I'll go ahead and keep the bag because that's cute. And then let's see what else is in. Okay, we've got a phone and AirPods. I didn't order AirPods. The phone looks good. And I guess it comes with a bonus of free AirPods. Okay, on the AirPods, these things are really light. So you can definitely tell these aren't quality. And feeling the case here, those are light as well. But they did get something right. They have the little speaker on the bottom. And they also have the lanyard holes, if that's what you call them here. They're going for the Gen 2s, but they missed it. Because when you open them, it doesn't even pair to the phone. Some of these fake AirPods are really good. And then when you go into Bluetooth settings, it just says TWS. So they're not very good fakes. And they sound like garbage, so there's that. Okay, that right there is evidence enough that this is not an authentic Apple product. That was the worst pull strip unboxing I've ever had. Okay, maybe this side will be better. Ooh, that was very satisfying. They got it right with the box, and it also comes with a charge cable, as well as a manual. And this is the exact charge cable, at least it looks like, that I just got with my iPad. Very impressed. It also has a camera button, and also everything on the box is identical to something you'd get on one of the new iPhones. Even the serial numbers and the IMEI numbers, we're going to look at those in a bit. But first, I want to take a look at the phone because it looks beautiful. So when powering up the phone, it's got an Apple logo startup. It's not a welcome phone, which is pretty wild. And everything on the phone looks somewhat good. Like the charge port looks weird, and then the SIM tray, it's off-colored, as well as the volume buttons and the action button, which is pretty cool. They have that. It's even got a camera button, which we'll test later in the video. It does look a little off, but it's there. Now, once the phone is on, that loading screen that says hello in different languages looks exactly like it would look with a real iPhone. And these IMEI numbers and serial numbers, they actually match to a real phone. I don't know how they did this or how it works, but they're legit IMEI and serial numbers. Now, the startup is also crazy too, because it's the exact same startup as you would go through an iPhone. And they just copied everything over onto this fake phone. Now, where it gets really dangerous is there's an Apple ID section where they ask for your Apple ID. And that's super dangerous for someone who doesn't know that this is a fake phone, because who knows what would happen to that Apple ID and password once you put it into this phone. Of course, I skipped through this, but we'll come back to it later in the video because it's really interesting. But every single page is identical to iPhone setup. And once you get to the end, you choose your layout, and then this is where you can tell it's a fake phone. But some people might miss it. So once you swipe up to get to the home screen, you'll see that there's this little loading circle here. And Apple does not have that. But it's super easy to miss. Now, I was really excited to test this out because I think it's impressive a fake phone has this. Well, I mean, maybe not really, though, because it kind of says to Apple, like, this isn't much of an upgrade. This is a fake iPhone, and it has the camera button. Now, operationally, it's pretty much like a touch bar. You could scroll in and out just by sliding your finger along that, but it's nothing to write home about because the camera quality is such garbage. At best, it's probably 8 megapixels, I would say, but it's cool that it's got a camera button. It's got a camera button, boys. Took a few photos, and I tried to take a few videos, but there was a weird focus issue with the video, and so I didn't upload them here. That shutter was horrible. Photo 1, Sierra outlet where I get discount outdoor clothing. Photo 2, me and my ski boots, and the camera quality looks blurry. Photo 3, John Zoid myself. And these were all taken with the rear camera. Yikes! let's start with Find My iPhone, and when you click into Find My iPhone, it does have Find My iPhone, but it is a dud application that whoever manufactured this phone, they literally just made a click-through application, so if someone was buying this and they wanted to check it, you could click through devices and items and everything to view it, but there's no functionality. It's so sketchy that it exists. Another concern was with Wallet, and when you open Wallet up, it looks the same. It looks the exact same as Wallet. And this is just another application to deceive you. It has no functionality, and thank goodness you cannot add cards, because that would be a whole other set of issues. So I guess that's good news, but these apps continue to get more sophisticated, like with the Tips application that helps you walk through the use of the iPhone. You can actually click through and view different parts of this application until you get to a certain part and you can no longer scroll. It may be that it was just frozen, but there was a lot of thought put into copying the iPhone with this device. I figured I'd open the iTunes store, but that was probably the worst application because it just says the movie store is unavailable. The Apple Watch application, though, was spot on, for at least from what I could tell. You could go in and you could even look at different parts of the app for like watch faces. Now, I'm unsure if this is like the newest updated version of the Apple Watch application, but this is so well thought out. It's mind-blowing, and you could even pair the Apple Watch from what I can see here. I don't have an Apple Watch, so I couldn't test this, but maybe I'll buy one and test it. Even iMessage looks similar, and I'm impressed because usually with these fake iPhones, they copy over like an Android texting app or similar. Same with all the other applications. Now, here's where it gets really sketchy, is the App Store, which I thought would just be connected to the Play Store, right? Well, when you click into the App Store, well, first you have to connect to the internet, but it's also very well thought out, and this application is fully functional, with a few caveats, which I'll walk through in a bit, and I definitely had to take some precautions here. Once connected to Wi-Fi, you could see that there is some featured applications for the most part, and when you go to the featured or trending apps, it has a super funny list, like funny games, new game is issued today, top new, top popular, hot games with no caps. And this is not an integration to the Play Store. I'll show you how I know in a minute, but it's super limited. Some of the apps are in APKs, some of them are written out in Arabic, Japanese titles as you can see, but I wanted to download Snake Arena Snake Game 3D APK, which required an Apple ID, which is very sketchy, and I would never put my information into this, of course. Don't worry, I had a solution. It took me about 5 minutes. I just needed a new email, which if they want to steal this email, they can feel free to do so. And impressively, when you go to the iCloud section of your settings, I could also see that email there. Another detail is you can fully customize your home screen and wallpapers like some of the most recent updates that Apple has released in the last year or so. Absolutely insane. I say it's insane because the attention to detail is just very concerning. It makes me feel bad because I 100% know people are buying these off of Facebook Marketplace. They likely have no idea it's a fake phone until they take it to Apple. Anywho, after some workarounds, I was able to download Snake Arena APK and launch it as well. And it was essentially a copy of Slither.io, except this one ran horribly and was extremely glitchy, which will make more sense when I show you the true specs of this phone, which actually took some work. Let's talk about that now. As I mentioned, the App Store is not the Play Store, and I know this because when I search CPU-Z or GCPU, there are no results in this App Store, and in the Play Store, there are like 30 different applications you can use for pulling specs from a smartphone. So I figured I would go to the Google application and search for GCPU and download an APK or similar, and I was able to find that. Eventually, it asked me to log in to my Gmail account, and then I thought, wait a minute, let's just search for the Play Store, and I was able to find a hidden Play Store installed on the phone, which is odd because it's not featured on any of the home applications. You have to search for it in order to find it. So the App Store and the Play Store, I'm sure there's an integration because you have to use Google Play to download these apps, but they are separate, interestingly enough. But now you know that, let's look at the true specs of this phone using GCPU. Okay, so first up, it has a MediaTek Helio MT6753 processor, which was released in 2015. Pause the video if you want to read into these details of that processor. Now, this GCPU app is being manipulated by the software of the phone because it says it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which I thought would be virtual RAM, but this processor cannot support virtual RAM. It requires different software, so unsure where that's coming from, but the app is also saying it has 512 gigabytes of internal storage. And the cherry on top is it's running Android 8, which is interesting. Some curveballs there, but I've used the apps IDA64, CPU-Z, and GCPU seems to be the most accurate. But hey, at least the battery health is good with 4,852 milliamp hours. When you go into the settings of the phone, you'll find a legitimate serial number with a legitimate warranty that both align to actual serial numbers and warranties. Here are the receipts. This is a serial number from the phone. Unsure how this works, but this is 100% from Apple's warranty checker, and this is so not okay. I don't know the exact process of how this is carried out, but it's super sketchy, and people need to be aware of this because this is really dangerous. And at least the storage lines up correctly from what we can tell. It does have 512 gigabytes of storage, so yeah. The best way to check if this phone is fake, from what I could tell, is to search the Google Play Store and see if the phone has that. You can also use the phone and see if it's buggy because the phone often freezes, but other than that, it's gonna be really hard for someone to tell who doesn't understand these phones. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Post your questions down in the comments and join the Discord, which is also linked below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe, where I have hundreds of videos similar to this, and I also release videos just like this every single week. Catch you guys on the next one.
Click the link below and come to my tour, the 2 Steps Ahead tour. We're going to talk about my weight loss, how I did it, meet and greet, VIP passes, photos, and even a portion where you grab the mic and ask me questions live. Go to x1entertainment.com/2stepsahead or click the link below.
Hi! Oh my gosh, you guys. I have been reading your comments. People are talking about me, losing weight, and everyone wants to know how you did. I'm going to tell you, don't worry. Let's talk about it in this video. So I lost 89 pounds. I lost 89 lbs. 89 lbs! Take that, Hammy! Well.
This is the Zotac Zone handheld gaming PC. I've been using it quite extensively for the past month or so, and in this video I wanted to give you my overall thoughts just on the design, performance, and if it would be worth picking one of these up right now or not. Some of you might be familiar with this, some of you might not know exactly what this is, but basically Zotac did release a handheld, as you can see here. It's got a 7-inch AMOLED 120Hz display coming in at 1080p. I personally love the look of it. It'll do up to 800 nits. The screen is absolutely beautiful, but there is one big drawback. It doesn't support variable refresh rate, so there's no FreeSync here. But for the most part, as long as you've got your game set up correctly and you're using VSync from within the game, be it 60 Hz or 120 Hz here, then you're not going to notice any screen tearing. Really comes down to those AAA games that you're trying to run at those really high graphics presets, and when it goes under that 60 mark, if you're not using VSync, you can get some screen tearing, and it's like that on basically any device that doesn't support a variable refresh rate display. The first thing a lot of people notice about the Zone is the weird D-pad, and it's definitely the oddest looking D-pad that we've seen on any handheld device so far, but what they've done here is pretty awesome. I'll tell you, it really does kind of feel like a real arcade joystick. You get that sound, so you got a little bit of feedback there. It is using micro switches, and it works way better than I ever thought it would. By the end of the video, we will be doing some testing with it, but I really do like the feel of it. And even when it comes to the face buttons here, they've got a really satisfying feel. Now, another thing they added here that we haven't seen on any other handheld are these 2-stage triggers. This is pretty awesome. So around back here, we've got this little switch. Basically, we can go from a hair trigger to a linear trigger at any given time. And we've got it on both sides here, left and right. Full analog to just kind of a single push. And this is something we only usually see on Pro controllers for the Xbox or PlayStation. It's really nice that they brought it over here to a handheld gaming console. Another cool feature we have here with the Zone is the fact that we've got a spot for a lanyard, and it might not sound important to a lot of people. In all actuality, it really isn't, but it's really nice to have this feature. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a lanyard, but I mean, you can get them super cheap on Amazon. If you want that Zotac branded one, you will have to pick up the carrying case for the Zone also. I just used one that I had laying around, but luckily it does kind of match the whole unit. And of course, we do have dual trackpads built in with the Zotac Zone. The right trackpad is going to work just like our mouse would. We've got a left and a right click. On the left-hand side, this is going to work as our scroll wheel. Now, there's no haptics built in or anything like that, and I haven't found any software to allow me to kind of swap these between each other. From Windows software, we can change the cursor speed and swap out our left and right click if you want to, but to tell you the truth, when it comes to these handhelds and trackpads, the only one I've ever seen that really did it right is the Steam Deck. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, this does work. It would get you by in a pinch, but it's nothing spectacular here, and with a touch screen, I usually just move over to that anyway. Taking a look around back, we do have some built-in RGB, and since this is made by Zotac, this is their Spectra RGB. It's fully programmable from software. We've also got some programmable macro buttons, and they added a kickstand here right out of the box. Along the top here, we've got our power button / fingerprint sensor, so we can easily log into Windows. We've also got an LED indicator for that battery. It's just triple LED lights. It does kind of give you an idea of how much battery you have left. Volume rocker, USB 4 running at 40 gigs, and a 3.5mm audio jack. And on the bottom of the unit, we do have another USB 4 port, so we've got 2 in total on this thing. To give you an idea about the size, I did want to compare this to the Steam Deck OLED, and with the OLED, we do have a 7.4-inch display versus 7 on the Zotac Zone, so it is a bit bigger, and it is noticeable when they're sitting side by side. But in general, when it comes to overall sizing, the Zotac Zone is coming in a lot smaller than the Steam Deck OLED. But in terms of weight, it is heavier, 692 grams versus 640 on the Steam Deck OLED. In terms of built-in software, we do have what's called the One Launcher. Now, there's a lot of great features here, but I do think it still needs a little bit of work. A closer look at Zotac's One Launcher. Obviously, this comes pre-installed. It'll boot directly to this if you want it to. At the top, we've got our recently played or installed games. Right down here, it says metadata is powered by IGDB. Unfortunately, I just can't get Stalker 2 to populate here, but this is installed on my Zone through the Xbox app. And I'm sure something like this can be easily fixed, but as you can see, it has scraped all of my other games. And for instance, we'll go into Cyberpunk. Gives us some screenshots down here. Actually, it looks pretty good like this. I have not started this up on the Zone yet, but over here, default controller. I haven't set any other controller profile, so if I created a different profile, we could choose it from here. But we've also got our RGB on the back, and you can set this up per game. So if you wanted to go with rainbow, breathe, star, dance, fade, it's going to change the RGB on the Zone once we start a game up. We've got our menu right down here, and the Zotac button on the Zone itself will open this up for us. And one thing you might notice is we've got some popular games down here. This just kind of gives us a list of games that we might like to play. Now, there's no real rhyme or reason to it, at least at the time I'm making this video. These were just the ones that populated. We've actually only played these 2 right here, so let's see where this leads us. Okay, cool. Goes right to Steam. Not too bad. I have seen some launchers go to third-party sites, and, you know, I guess they get a little bit of a cut when you buy the game. Pretty nice that it's going to Steam here. So this could come in handy for some people, and it would be pretty cool if it kind of just was based off of the games that you have installed or the games that you play. And who knows, it might be down the road with the One Launcher. Got our library, just going to bring up our installed games. Media, nothing here. Platforms, it's just going to take us over to where we can download this. So I've got Xbox, Steam, go with GOG, EA, Ubisoft Connect. But of course, there are more out there. Heading into the menu, we've got our general settings. Language, clock, time zone, battery percentage. We can disable this if you don't want that percentage showing. We can calibrate, and I believe this is going to calibrate the controller. Now, I haven't had to yet. Analog sticks, everything seems to be working pretty good. We've also got network, Bluetooth, display. Right here, we can change the brightness of the built-in screen, resolution, refresh rate, lock screen. We can totally disable this if we want to. Audio, volume, it's got that built-in microphone. You can choose the input and output. Fan, auto seems to work pretty decently here, but we do have a manual mode and we can change a curve. But I'll tell you, even with this thing maxed out, it's not as loud as some other handhelds out there on the market. I've been sticking to auto, does a pretty good job. And of course, we've got our performance section. This is where some people are going to spend a lot of their time. So from the drop down, we've got a default, quiet. This is 8 watts. We've got a balanced, which takes it up to 15. Performance, 28, and you can create your own profiles. So for max, you can see I've gone up to 30 watts. Our energy performance preference, more on the GPU side, but while you're tweaking and tuning this, we can go all the way over to the CPU, all the way over to the GPU. We can enable or disable the boost, plus we can change it to aggressive or efficient. Power mode, so this is kind of a Windows power profile. Obviously in max mode, I want to go up to performance, and our additional VRAM size. So let's say I wanted to create a new one here. We'll just go ahead and go up to 18 watts. For this, We can go right in the middle. I'm going to enable that CPU boost, power mode. And if we wanted to, we could add a little more VRAM. Out of the box, it's set to 4 gigs, but we will have to reboot if we do this. But yeah, I haven't seen this energy performance preference yet on these handhelds. Well, at least with stock software. Pretty cool, and it's something that I'll definitely be experimenting with. You can also rename this. So we went to 18. There we go. So we can set up our own custom TDP profiles. Controller, gamepad, desktop. Basically 2 different modes. From gamepad, we've got our default, but we can create a new one. I'm just going to go into default. Just going to give us an idea of everything that's going on here. Joystick, dead zone, outer threshold can be totally adjusted from here. Same as the triggers and vibration. This actually has some pretty decent haptics. Default is going to be 100%. You don't want that, you can create a custom profile and just turn everything
多功能户外电子表拥有强悍的电池容量，搭配上 PC 镜面和 PC 防水结构，具备了高性价比的使用体验，而且还有着夜光。
Games, everything we've got installed, and even through here, yeah, it didn't scrape any of that metadata, but we've got information about each of these other games. Hopefully that's something that'll be fixed. Spectra, this is our Zotac Spectra lighting around back. Speed, we've also got the brightness and a few different custom presets. Rainbow, breathe, star, dance, fade. I'm sitting up around 25%. It's pretty bright like this, but if we take it on up, you can really make this thing shine. And at the very bottom, we've got our disk space. It's going to give us an idea of how much space we have left on our hard drive. But overall, I think the Zotac One launcher is coming along pretty nicely. A couple things I'd like to see. An FPS counter, something that I actually could not find in here. And the ability to kind of change the artwork. So if I go in here, basically I can uninstall the game. I've got that RGB. Even if I long press on that, let's see, nothing happens. So let me test one thing. I actually didn't try this yet. Let's see. Nope, I was hoping I could do something here. Along with the Zotac One launcher, we've also got a quick menu. Really easy to bring up, pressing this key on the zone. Inside of a game, it's just going to make it easy to kind of change the brightness, volume, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. We can also go through, change our controller profile, resolution, refresh rate, and we can adjust performance directly from here. And it does look like from the quick menu, we just kind of have a custom adjustment. I don't see any adjustment for those presets, but yeah, this is something I've actually been using, just kind of adjusting the TDP while playing games. It's pretty nice we've got that quick menu, but again, I'd love to see an on-screen FPS counter, and I'd also like to be able to kind of customize each one of these. Next thing I wanted to talk about here and test out was the D-pad, and again, this would not be my first choice for a fighting game D-pad, but the way they've got it set up is really interesting, and I've been getting used to it. I do love the sound feedback here with those micro switches. It really kind of gives the feeling of an arcade joystick. It doesn't take that long to get used to, and it's got a really tactile feel, so I mean, when you're pulling these moves off or even playing platformers, you can rely on the feel and sound of this D-pad to know you're hitting the right input. But even after a month of using this, I wouldn't want it to be my main D-pad on my main controller for fighting games over on my PC and consoles. I personally still love a traditional D-pad with conductive pads behind it. Checking out these triggers. So we're in linear mode right now, and this is great for racing games. I use it for launch control, drifting, and everything like that. Super accurate inputs, and as we saw, this is fully adjustable from software. But if you wanted to go to that hair trigger for like a first-person shooter, you just swap it from the back here, and now you just press it one time, it's going to be full on. It basically swaps it from linear activation to just a micro switch on and off. But for a game like this, I'd definitely be in linear mode, and when it comes to overall performance here, I mean, we've got the 8840U. We've seen this on a lot of different handhelds. Radeon 780M iGPU, 16 gigs of LPDDR5 at 7500 megahertz. This thing's going to run really well, and for the most part, even with newer AAA games, there's ways to make these games run at full speed. Something like Forza Horizon 5 is definitely an easier one. Right now, I'm at a 15-watt TDP, medium settings, 1080, and we're getting over 80 FPS on average. In fact, if we really wanted to, we could take this up to 20 watts, go down to 900p with a low-medium mix, and lock this game down at 120 FPS to really take advantage of the refresh rate this AMOLED provides. Next up, we've got Fortnite, medium settings, 1080p, 17-watt TDP with a little bit of FSR going here. This game runs great, and a lot of other esports games are going to run at full speed on the 8840U. You want to do some Overwatch, Dota, even CSGO, it's going to run at full speed. Really depends on what kind of settings you want to use. Some of the stuff can even go up to high and very high settings, but then you have to take that resolution down to around 900p. But since we're working with a smaller display, going from 1080 down to 900p is really hard to tell because we've got that much smaller display. It'd be a lot different if this was a 32-inch display right in your face. Overall, solid performing handheld. Personally, I do think it's the best looking handheld on the market. I just love the overall design. In my original video, I did say it kind of feels like a military drone controller, and I still feel that way. It's got some heft to it, coming in heavier than the Steam Deck, which might not be good for a lot of people out there, but the heft really makes it feel like a premium product. But one of the main downsides to this device is going to be battery life when you compare it to the newer handhelds hitting the market with 80 watt-hour batteries, and we've even seen teasers for another handheld that has a 99 watt-hour battery. From what I've seen so far with that 48.5 watt-hour battery, screen brightness at 50%, 2D indie games at a 10-watt TDP, you can get 4+ hours, definitely on par with others out there. AAA gaming at 15 watts, about 2 hours. If you wanted to go all out in performance mode at a 28-watt TDP, you're looking at about an hour and 20 minutes. And this is falling right in line with other handhelds that have that same watt-hour battery, but of course there are handhelds on the market with much larger batteries, and even at those higher TDPs, you can basically double the runtime with those. So again, yeah, it's a good looking device. We're seeing solid performance out of that 8840U, and when it comes down to it, I mean, the 8840U is basically the Z1 Extreme, but we've got an NPU here. They cut that out in the Z1 Extreme, so I mean, it's going to perform just like the original ROG Ally. Software is a bit lackluster right now. They can fix this with updates, but I'd say there's really two main weaknesses. First up, the availability. Right now, the only way you can get this in the US is from Micro Center, and I believe you do have to go in store to buy it. I've looked on their website a few times. There's no order online. I think it's in-store pickup only. And of course, like we talked about, battery life. When you consider pricing here versus others on the market, similarly priced, coming in with a much larger battery. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you're interested in learning a little more about the Zotac Zone, I'll leave some links in the description, and I've got at least one more video coming up. I do want to install Bazai or Steam Deck OS on this just to see how it performs and how everything works on it. So if you're interested in seeing a video like that, let me know in the comments below. But like always, thanks for watching.
In less than a year, high school sweethearts Spencer Pearson and Madison Shemitz went from this and this to this, and this. Before we begin, we would like to extend our warmest and most sincere condolences to Madison and her family. Spencer Pearson grew up in Keller, Texas, about 20 miles or 32 kilometers north of Fort Worth. The Pearsons were a close-knit family, and the parents described him as a sweet and quiet boy who often got anxious in social situations. Spencer had a sister and 2 brothers, but he was particularly close with his father, Daniel. Like a lot of boys in the Lone Star State, he began playing tackle football in grade school. This was a little out of character because Spencer was more docile, introverted, and non-confrontational than many boys his age. Nonetheless, he was an exceptional athlete. But on the downside, he took a number of serious blows to the head and spinal cord over the years. It is unclear if these injuries directly affected his overall mental health, but his anxiety and depression got worse over time. Spencer also felt like an outcast and suffered from low self-esteem and feelings of inadequacy. The Pearsons eventually moved to upscale Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, just a few miles southeast of Jacksonville. Spencer had a few casual relationships during high school, but he fell head over heels in love with a beautiful young woman named Madison Shemitz in the fall of 2022. Madison was a star softball player with a vibrant personality, and Spencer was a handsome defensive end for the high school football team. At least on the surface, they were a perfect match. Madison and Spencer were smitten with one another in the early going, and over the following months they got to know one another's family. But by the following March, Spencer's parents sensed that their once fun and bubbly relationship was on the rocks. According to Madison, Spencer's anxiety, depression, and insecurities were largely to blame. She was passionate about living life to the fullest and making the most of her high school years. But unfortunately, dealing with Spencer's issues eventually wore her down to the point of exhaustion. The truth was, she began feeling trapped, suffocated, and manipulated shortly into their relationship. Things eventually got so unbearable that she broke up with Spencer in April of 2023. Madison was a huge part of his life, and Spencer struggled to find his own identity without her by his side. And to make things worse, he lost a number of mutual friends after the breakup. In the following days, his depression, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy became so debilitating that he often went days without eating anything substantial. His parents assured him that broken hearts were just a part of growing up and that he would eventually get over Madison and meet someone else. Nonetheless, he began stalking Madison, messaging her, and creating fake social media accounts so he could keep track of what she was doing and who she was with. Madison's mother was so alarmed by his behavior that she waited for her in the parking lot after school almost every day. Spencer's father even took his cell phone away when he found out about this troubling behavior. And later, his parents enrolled him in a prevention support group and took him to see a psychiatrist who put him on the generic form of Prozac. However, Spencer stopped taking the medication because it gave him horrible headaches. Then, on Friday, April the 14th of 2023, Spencer sent Madison the following message: "Goodbye. I love you." When Madison showed the message to her mom, she immediately called Spencer's parents to warn them that he might be in danger of hurting himself, or perhaps even worse. Shortly thereafter, Spencer's father ran to his bedroom and found him hanging in his closet, gasping for air, with a tie cinched around his neck. Spencer spent the next 5 days recovering in the mental health ward at Baptist Health Medical Center. His physical wounds healed quickly, but his mental condition continued to deteriorate. Spencer never went back to school and never slept in his bedroom again. Eventually, he lost so much weight that his once vibrant eyes receded into his head, and he spent much of his time sleeping and watching TV on the living room couch. Needless to say, his parents were worried to death. On Monday, May the 29th, 2023, Spencer logged into an anonymous TikTok account, tagged Madison and some of her friends, and posted the following message: "Y'all gonna get yours." Thankfully, the week passed without incident. Madison woke up early on the morning of Saturday, June the 3rd, because she and her friend Casey had a big day planned. They went to the beach in the morning and visited some friends and family members later in the day. And that afternoon, they decided to go to a popular restaurant called Mr. Chubby's Wings to grab a bite to eat and watch the Women's College Softball World Series. Before leaving, they called their mothers to see if they wanted to join them. They said they did, and they all arranged to meet up around 3:30. About the same time, Spencer's mom was outside working in the yard when she noticed Spencer pulling out of the driveway in his truck. He told her that he was going to the beach. Spencer was still depressed and lethargic, but she couldn't have been happier because she knew that getting out of the house and getting some fresh air would do him a world of good. But, unbeknownst to her, Spencer had decided to end his life that very day, and he wanted to hear the waves crashing against the shore as he breathed his last breath. It's unclear if it was planned or just a spur-of-the-moment thing, but on the way, he decided to stop at Mr. Chubby's Wings for one last meal. And to Spencer, Mr. Chubby's Wings wasn't just a random restaurant. He and Madison often ate there together when they were dating. In addition, he and his father regularly went there to eat chicken wings and watch sporting events on the big screen TVs. Madison and Casey arrived shortly before their moms. Ironically, Madison was worried that she would see Spencer at Mr. Chubby's Wings because they'd run into one another there on at least one occasion after the breakup. Then, at 3:47, her troubled ex-boyfriend Spencer Pearson entered the restaurant, looked around, and walked by the table where she and Casey were sitting. According to Madison, Spencer clearly wanted her to know that he was there. Even so, they kept their cool, stayed where they were, and ordered food. Their mothers arrived sometime after 4 p.m. The girls ate quickly while the mothers kept an eye on Spencer, who was sitting by himself just a few tables away. Then, at about 4:30, Madison's mother paid the bill and ushered everyone outside because she wanted to avoid an awkward and potentially dangerous encounter. But less than a minute later, Spencer followed them out of the restaurant. As they were about to get into their vehicles and drive away, he charged Madison and threw her on the ground and began stabbing her repeatedly with a knife he had brought from home. After the initial shock wore off, Madison's mother, Jackie, her instincts kicked into high gear. She did her best to protect her daughter, but Spencer was just too strong, too determined, and by some accounts, too possessed. In just a few seconds, he stabbed Jackie in the leg and forearm, and Madison in the arms, torso, and back more than 15 times.
You're going to see in the top right corner of your screen one of the victims, Madison Shemitz, walking up to a car with her mother. Seconds later, the suspect, Spencer Pearson, runs up to her and she tries to get away towards the front of the car. And then just 5 seconds after the initial attack, you can see two men running from the left side of your screen. You saw that to the right side right now. And one of those men is Kennedy Armstrong. He was also injured in this attack.
But as luck would have it, a fit and heroic 23-year-old Good Samaritan named Kennedy Armstrong was sitting in his pickup just a stone's throw away. Spencer was covered in blood and screaming incoherently when Kennedy ran from his truck and knocked him off Madison. Spencer was momentarily stunned, but he stabbed Kennedy's arm with such force that it severed a number of tendons. Just when it looked like Spencer might kill Madison, he backed off, turning the knife on himself and began slitting his throat from ear to ear. Restaurant patrons called 911 and first responders arrived on the scene shortly thereafter. What they encountered was like something out of a movie. Considering the violent nature of the attack, Jackie and Kennedy Armstrong's wounds were relatively minor. On the other hand, Madison suffered severe injuries to her back and spine and was paralyzed from the waist down. Likewise, Spencer was barely conscious, sprawled out on the ground and covered in blood. EMTs couldn't be sure, but it looked like his wounds might be life-threatening. Shortly after the attack, Madison, Jackie, and Kennedy and Spencer were all taken to a nearby hospital via ambulance and helicopter. When word of the attack spread, Madison's family members rushed to her side to comfort her in her hour of greatest need. Later that day, sheriff's deputies arrested Spencer at the hospital and charged him with 2 counts of premeditated attempted first-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Madison released a statement a few days later. She said that every day was a fight, but she was working hard and making steady progress. She also thanked her supporters for their thoughts and prayers, but asked that everyone respect her and her family's privacy during this trying time. In addition, Madison encouraged everyone to learn everything they could about spinal injuries and to support organizations like One Love Foundation that work tirelessly to eliminate relationship-based violence and abuse. She ended with, "This is just the beginning. #MadisonStrong." In the following weeks, friends and sympathetic well-wishers created 2 GoFundMe accounts to help pay for Madison's skyrocketing medical bills. Doctors and therapists thought she had a decent chance of pulling through. After all, she was young and athletic, and above all, positive and motivated. That said, no one knew how long she would be in rehabilitation, what complications might arise along the way, or even if she would ever walk again. After the second of many surgeries, Madison told her mother Jackie that she was still paralyzed.
She had told me at the scene that she couldn't feel her legs. And I said, "It's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine." After she got out of her second surgery, her doctor told me she was paralyzed, and I was screaming, crying.
Madison's rehabilitation journey was grueling, exhausting, and downright painful. Through it all, she relied on her faith, sheer willpower, her loved ones, and the dedicated medical professionals who worked with her day in and day out. Meanwhile, Spencer was still behind bars when she graduated from high school with the rest of her class. By the summer of 2024, Madison was once again walking under her own power without assistance. But in the back of her mind, she always knew that she would eventually have to walk into court and face the young man who tried to kill her on Saturday, June the 3rd, 2023. Spencer pleaded guilty to each of the charges, but as the big day approached, his family and defense team set the stage by blaming the attack on the head injuries he had sustained playing football over the years. The long-awaited trial finally got underway in mid-July of 2024, and according to the state's attorney's office, Spencer faced 18 years to life in prison. Since his guilt was never in doubt, the trial would come down to which side presented the more compelling evidence and testimony. The state's case centered on discrediting the defense by painting Spencer as a calculated, cold-hearted, and narcissistic killer who couldn't deal with the fact that Madison had dumped him and broken his heart. Police officers, doctors, and mental health professionals, as well as family, friends, and coaches, all took the stand during the emotionally charged proceedings. As its first witness, the defense called Spencer's father, Daniel.
Mr. Pearson, we're here at sentencing for your son. The judge has the unenviable position of imposing a just sentence in this case. What would you like the court to know in fashioning that sentence?
The first thing I want to say is I want to address the victims. Madison, Jackie, Kennedy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you. Madison, you were always so sweet. Coming over, you were such a beautiful person to be around. You were so good to our family. I'm sorry this happened to you. I think about you every day. I pray for you every day. You're a sweet soul. You're a beautiful person. I know that. I'm sorry. And Jackie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you've had to go through a world of hurt. And just dealing with all of this. I'm sorry. I pray for you to have peace.
Good. You're going to walk 40 minutes along the beach?
And forgiveness. And I just can't say I'm sorry enough. Y'all don't deserve this. Kennedy, thank you.
Me and you get the whole place to ourselves.
They are walking? You are a hero. And I believe you also saved my son. I know you didn't intend to, but I thank you for that. I know this apology might do little to, or maybe might not comfort you at all.
It's just crazy that it happens to be that one.
I just wanted you to know from me and my family that we are so sorry that our son did this to you.
undoubtedly there's going to be punishment imposed in this case. What would you like?
You've never swept the floor? How old are you?
Whatever the court decides to do.
39.
Yeah. Man.
Spencer deserves a chance to have a life. Spencer needs help. I know that without a doubt. He's got a lot of issues, a lot of mental problems. I'm worried about his head injuries. Spencer was never violent. He was a good kid. I don't know what happened. I believe Spencer can be rehabilitated, and I believe he needs that chance.
And in the event he is able to return to your home or the community, do you and your wife and your family stand by him and will make efforts to support him and try to
Absolutely.
allow him to succeed?
Absolutely. He has our full support.
Next, the state called Madison's mother, Jackie, and the Good Samaritan, Kennedy Armstrong, to the stand.
I cannot believe I ever loved you, and I worried about you, and I genuinely thought you were a good kid. What a fool I was, and I have to figure out how to get over that guilt that I have. You're evil, and that's that. You handed Madison a life sentence on June 3rd, 2023, and it only seems fitting that you get the same. While Madison has been very private with her recovery, I have to watch my daughter struggle every night and day because of you. Struggle to breathe because her lungs were collapsed because of you. Struggle to maintain her oxygen through two huge pneumothorax in her chest because of you. Struggle to sit up because of you. Struggle to brush her own teeth because of you. Then to struggle to gain mobility back after being stabbed in her spinal cord, causing paralysis because of you. Struggle every day to regain the independence she lost because of you. You have no idea how much pain you've caused my family, and you never will. You're a horrible person. I lost time with my children because of you. Time I'll never get back. My poor boys had to spend an entire summer without me, and then the entire next year of my time was still consumed with Madison's recovery. You've stolen from my whole family, and that's unforgivable.
A whole
I
summer.
have anxiety and fear because of you. Madison is extremely strong and will not let anyone stop her, especially you. So she will still have a beautiful life that she will fight for despite your efforts to take that away. The only thing that separates you from a cold-blooded murderer is that you were stopped by Kennedy. You don't deserve to breathe the same air as someone as amazing as Madison, and I hope you spend the rest of your life knowing that. I'm forever
Literally
sorry
stuttered
because of you.
just
We
saying
all
that.
are. I live in constant fear of dying and leaving Madison to worry about a day you're free and I'm not there to save her. That is not fair. None of this is. I spent her entire senior year sitting in my car in the senior lot just in case, because of you. You're a monster. I pray for my family's peace, and I pray for you and your family to have the lives you deserve. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Armstrong, before you
Have the lives you deserve.
statement, your name, Kennedy Armstrong, and did you know the Madison Shemitz's family prior to June 3rd, 2023?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay. And could you describe, just so the court's aware, it's displayed on the screen there, but the injury that you succumbed is visible, but what happened and what's the long-term damage from that injury?
Severe nerve damage. My ulnar nerve was cut in half. My artery was also severed. Tendons, everything else cut up as well.
You have mobility issues with, I think, one of your fingers?
Yeah, the pinky's still a little wanky.
Okay.
I'm working on that still.
Okay. And prior to June 3rd, what was your occupation?
I've worked at a restaurant and I was also doing some carpentry work as well. I can no longer do the carpentry.
You can no longer do carpentry? Okay, so you're going to pursue a different avenue of employment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. I know you have a statement if you want to go ahead and read that.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Out of respect to the court, Madison, and Miss Jackie, I'm not going to say everything I feel. This guy could not handle a breakup and proceeded to plan the murder of Madison. His acts intended to leave a family grieving while he took the cowardly way out. A man who could not handle a breakup decided to take the time to stalk, stab, and try to kill a young woman. Doing so impacted many lives, families, friends, and those in our community. Laying the trauma on one unit Shands on the night of June 3rd, 2023 left me with many thoughts. First being, are those women alive? Second being, why did this happen? Third, will my hand ever work again? I had my hand essentially cut in half, skin flapping, seeing your own bones, along with your own blood spewing from a severed artery was something most can't imagine. I had to control and monitor every single breath to ensure I wasn't losing any more blood than I already had, all while separating myself to make sure our amazing first responders got to Madison and Miss Jackie first. God bless the first responders. But laying in the trauma unit that night, all I was praying for was the help of Madison and Miss Jackie. After 9 hours of being in the main trauma unit, I finally got my own room. I thought that would bring a chance to sleep, however, that did not. I kept praying for the woman, whom at the time I did not know, and also refusing to close my eyes because every time I did, I saw the stabbings again, including the cowardly act he did to himself. Ironically, the only reason you're still alive today. I continue to see and feel these thoughts every day. You planned this, you knew what you were doing, and thanks to God, you failed. God bless the court. I know the proper sentencing will unfold.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Spencer's attorneys relied heavily on testimony from medical doctors and mental health professionals. They testified about possible links between Spencer's head injuries, his mental state, and his inability to control his emotions. In addition, a neurologist said that Spencer's head injuries were similar to those suffered by players in the NFL, and that they had resulted in serious brain and spinal cord injuries. But as relevant as the testimony was, it largely fell by the wayside when the prosecution called the victim, Madison Shemitz, as its last witness.
Go and have a seat.
I've thought about this day, this moment, this statement every single day for the last 538 days. 538. 538 days of living in true torment. 538 days that, regardless of the circumstances, always had the same dark cloud hanging over. 538 days of constantly reliving the trauma the defendant put me through. Your Honor, I say 538 as that is how many days it has been since June 3rd, 2023. But the truth is, the torment, the dark cloud, and the trauma I have endured dates back much further than June 3rd. As a then 16-year-old high school girl, I deserved to live the life that many 16-year-old girls do. Throughout the barely 6 months I was in a relationship with him, I had felt stripped of everything I knew I truly deserved. I knew not only did I not feel happy, I felt suffocated, trapped, manipulated, and controlled. One date that specifically comes to mind in the days following the end of the relationships is April 4th, 2023. Not even 24 hours after the breakup, the stalking began. As I innocently sat in the Davis Park parking lot with a few friends after a softball game, the defendant decided to show up. Not only did he show up uninvited, he showed up unannounced and unwarranted. And that moment was the first moment I had felt that fear. I knew I did not deserve to fear. As I began pulling out of my parking space to head home was when I had noticed the defendant's appearance. I rolled down my window and asked him what he was doing, as he responded with the same question. I told him I had been sitting there talking with friends. I proceeded to then ask him if I could call him when I arrived home, as I felt an overwhelming sense of uneasiness being alone, late at night, in a dark parking lot with only the defendant. I then pulled out of Davis Park and began driving home. I vividly remember the defendant tailing my car in a way I knew he never did. The feeling of fear grew stronger and stronger each second of that drive home. Feeling the way I did, I purposely took a different route home than I normally would have taken so that I would pass the defendant's neighborhood. As I drove past, I hoped he would put on his blinker and make that left-hand turn in to go home, but by no surprise, he didn't. He continued to follow me. Feeling unsafe and unsure of what to do, I turned into the closest parking lot, knowing I absolutely did not want him to follow me home. Ironically enough, I pulled into the same plaza that Mr. Chubby Swings is located. I began texting the defendant, begging for him to stop following me, and very clearly telling him that he was scaring me. Still scared and unsure of what to do, I called one of my best friends who I knew was awake. I called her and explained to her what was going on, how I was feeling, and how I was unsure of what to do. This was when she told me to come to her house. As I drove through the plaza with the defendant still making every turn I did, still tailing my car, I decided to go to my friend's house. I pulled out of the plaza onto A1A, driving in the opposite direction of both my house and his, and headed to her home. I continued to tell the defendant to go home and told him I had to deliver a science packet to my friend, yet he did not turn around, nor did he go home. He proceeded to demand for me to go home and inform me that he knew that that wasn't on my agenda for tonight, and that I need to be home after my game, and that was my agenda.
He continued to follow me up until I turned into her neighborhood, and I watched as he went into the gas station right beside and sat there for some time. The moment I pulled into her driveway, panicked and shaking, I saw her, and that was the first moment I felt some sort of relief and some sense of safety, knowing her parents were right inside and were aware of what was happening. After sitting in her driveway for some time, talking through what had just happened, I knew the defendant had finally gone home, and I finally felt comfortable enough to head home myself. Speaking to the defendant following his actions that night was frightening, upsetting, and frankly all over the place. His reasoning as to why he followed me home changed every time, whether it was making sure I got home, wanting to see if I was doing something behind his back, or just so happened to be going home that way anyways. I believe that night speaks volumes about the defendant and his behavior following the end of the relationships. With this incident being not even 24 hours after the breakup, the 2 months following remained equally as torturous and frightening, as the stalking did not stop there, it had only just begun. As a 17-year-old teenage girl, on a Saturday in the summer, my day started as any other day would have for me. I had one of my best friends I met through softball in town to spend the weekend. We had stayed up late and woke up early, excited for the plans we had made for that day. Once we woke up, we got ready to go to the beach. The day was windy and almost